Sandra here with another video on Leonardo Design Studio because there's been an update as of the 31st of October 2022. The first of many, I'm sure. Okay, so what is new, what's been fixed, etc. Well, if you look closely at this mat, you'll see it's now a 12 by 12 with 12 by 12 markings on it, which it didn't have before, which is great. And if you look under the view menu, we have a dark matte option as well for those who might like that. So now I have an SVG that I have imported, and I have three different options here. I have print and cut. This will allow me to cut this out as is very, very simply. I can put an offset on if I want, but basically what you're seeing here is what would be cut out, just a contour line around the outside with possibly holes cut in those areas that I want. The next option is a cut only, and that's the first one we're going to go for. Now I really would want to cut that out like that, but it allows me to do some editing, so it's not a problem. So this would be the sort of thing you would cut out from vinyl, paper pieces, etc. So I can now ungroup this by doing a right click, like so, and then I can actually move these out of the way and I can regroup them to make them basically go where I want them to go. So I can put them wherever it is I wish to have them put. And I can then group them so that they're going to be taking as little space as possible, or whatever other way I want to group them. So if I've done that, these berries, of course, are going to be cut in a way that you really won't like. If we go to the view and we show the wireframe again, you can see they're overlapping, and you really, really wouldn't want to do that. So what you would do with these is you would ungroup them and you would cut them individually. These are ungrouped, so I can just pull them apart, and that's that. So nothing much has changed on that until you go to send the design. Now remember, on this program, if you've got something selected, it'll select just that to send to design. If you don't have anything selected, it will send the whole lot. So go to send to design, selected artwork only, or I've got all artwork that fits on the page, which is what I've got here. But it's the positioning which is more important. What we have is move each color layer to origin, so they would all cut in one particular color, they would all cut in the left corner there. Keep relative positions of each layer. So I could keep them all in their relative positions. Now notice this one is greyed out because this one is slightly out of the bound. That's why you can't see that one. Or we could use the current matte page location and just do send. And then we have our various pieces to cut. The current page matte location is the real different one because that allows you to do basically what is WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. And for learners, that's a very useful tool to be able to use. So that's what you do for the cutting by colour, the piecemeal. And of course, if you are doing that kind of thing, you can put in marks so that you can line up your vinyl cuts and things like that. Right, the third option is editable artwork for a print and cut. Editable artwork. This isn't going to be on my page. If I was doing a print to cut, it would be way out of bounds. So I'll move it over there. So I can do a right click, I can ungroup things. And if I decided I didn't like that leaf there, I wanted it up here, or I wanted to change the rotation of it. Maybe I want to do that with it instead of move it down. There we go. Change it slightly. I can now do that as my print and cut, and I can have a contour put around it. The difference is that when I send the design this way, and I'm going to use the current page location on here, so just go to send. When I do that, it split it up and I don't have an image, which is really rather weird. What you have to do is go back to design, go to edit, and go to build contours. Hang on, it won't do it because I've not got it selected. So go to edit and go to build contours. And now it will put that contour line around my revised design as a print and cut logo. I can put an offset on it again if I want to, and I can either include the holes in the offset or not. And quite often you don't really want to include the holes in your offset. So I would then just go to apply and then send my design. There we go. I have my print and I have my cut lines, but it's not the design that I originally started off with. It is an edited design. And that's how you do it. Thanks, Patrick. Bye.